My name is Nina Dicker. That is Dicker, like penis. It is my legal name. It is not a stage name. If you are mentally preparing yourself to hear jokes about my last name, you can actually just visit my YouTube channel and check out every comment left by a man. I post a lot of videos talking about my body and my sexuality, so I get a lot of comments calling me a slut, which, fair. But I prefer to think of myself as a very competitive bisexual. I do have what some people might call an extreme fixation on sex, but not like in like a sexy way. You know what I mean? Like, as a kid, I would get home from school and I'd spend approximately 3 to 4 hours on Pornhub, and I saw everything. Straight, gay, the entire Scooby-Doo porno movie. Which, by the way, amazing production value. It should really be behind a paywall. But unfortunately, nobody taught me what incognito mode was. So I walk into the living room one night as my mom is using my laptop to Google a pork recipe. And I just watch the search bar just go through the table, into the floor, into the center of the earth. And she just turns and looks at me and goes, Nina. And I'm like, Mom, no. Everything became slow motion. She grabs the laptop like an angry little goblin. She's just a very small woman. And she goes, what is this? And like all my siblings are in the living room, so she looks at me, she's like, bedroom now. And we run and she throws my laptop in front of me and I'm like, whoa, what is that? And she goes, that's your fucking search history, Nina. And she starts rattling off all of the websites. She's like, Pornhub, xxx.hamster, Mimi whore. And I was like, well, that was actually pronounced meme whore. It's a Tumblr page. It's not porn. Some of it's porn. But it's predominantly memes. I know it's a little confusing because it has the word whore in the title, but that one is not porn. The rest of it is porn. And she looks at me and she goes, Jesus Christ, Nina. So you've just been touching yourself to this crap? And I'm like, Mom, oh my God. I'm supposed to be touching myself? I just thought I was doing what all the other kids were doing, building an Excel spreadsheet, mapping out the best sexual positions, dirty talk phrases, and pitches to moan at. Because I'd learned there's a big difference between and Again, this was not a sexy thing. This was a competitive thing. Like, I had to know more than every other kid at my school. I was about to be the most educated bitch on the back of my short bus. Wait. There wasn't like a reason that I was on a short bus. Well, listen, I lived in a very windy neighborhood and the long buses couldn't make it around the turns. And I know this is true because my mom told me. But I just feel really lucky because besides that, I just really didn't have a traumatic childhood. And I got to grow up and move to Los Angeles, California, the least traumatic city in the world. Things in LA did start out rough, but I finally come into my own. Actually, last year I wrote and published my very first book. Thank you. Yeah. It's called Tangerine Vagina, True Stories of Childhood Misfortune and Meaningless Sex. And Google it. And since publishing Tangerine Vagina, I've actually pulled in 6 figures. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 2 of those figures are behind the decimal point. Still counts. But tonight, I want to tell you the story that catapulted me and my book to number 69 on Amazon's humorous erotica bestseller list. That's not a joke, that's true.